Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel Talks with D. I remain yours truly, Mrs. Daughter O2, welcoming us to yet another interesting and exciting episode on this channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure having you with me on every episode. God bless you. So how are you doing? I trust God you are doing great and things are looking up for you, and I wish you all the best all the way. God bless you and honor you too. All right, people, welcome back. So on today's episode, we want to discuss a topic I titled Building Strong Relationships and Harnessing the Power of Consistency. While we are building strong relationship, we want to harness the power, the vital role that consistency plays in our relationships. Someone will ask me, what does it mean to be consistent? To be consistent means the quality of behaving in a particular way or performing in a particular way over time. In your attitude, in your actions, in your personality, being known for something. And when I'm talking about consistency on this episode, I'm talking about positive consistency, doing things that are good consistently, having a lifestyle that is good enough for people to recognize, to say, this is who you are, having a consistent pattern of behavior. The way you react to things, the way you react to people and circumstances, just being real and known for what you stand for. Your personality should be such that people can vouch for, to say, I know this person, I know what this person stands for. So when I'm talking about consistency, I'm talking about you doing the right thing and staying at it. Knowing what is right to do, doing it and staying at it. Being consistent in doing the right thing in that relationship you find yourself. Because you know what? Consistency helps us to develop stronger bonds. It makes our relationship to be more solid. You can't build anything with anyone that is not consistent. Anyone that is not consistent can be likened to the wave of the sea, up and down, so uncertain. Inconsistency is so uncertain. You can't plan with it. There is no way you can plan with anyone that is not consistent. There is no way you can build with anyone that is not consistent. So it's very important that you discover what makes your relationship tick and stay at it. Don't say, oh, I've been doing it over the years. No. Don't give up on it. As long as it's right, you are building. Listen, great building starts with a solid foundation. And your character is a foundation. It's a foundational stone. Your character is a foundational stone for that relationship. If your relationship must stand the test of time, your character must come in solid. That's it. You have to be consistent in doing what is right, in adding value to that relationship you find yourself. You are not just there for being their sake. You are there to build that relationship. So you remember I said the topic is building strong relationship and then harnessing the power of consistency. Consistent people are determined people. Consistent people are disciplined people. Consistent people are focused people. Focused on what? Focused on your goal. So what is your goal in that relationship? What do you want to achieve with that relationship? How far do you want that relationship to go? Then I tell you, you have to be consistent in doing what is right in that relationship. And you know what? Consistency takes time. It takes effort and it takes patience. So please don't give up on yourself. Take little steps. Every day do the right thing. Every day just try to do better than you did yesterday. And before you know it, you are creating a pattern. And that pattern is becoming like a cast. It's like you are casting yourself in a particular pattern that people will know you for who you are. And they say, wow, this can only be this person. This is this person's pattern. And I don't know, if he or she tells you something, just go and sleep on it. It's the person's pattern. The person delivers. So people can even vouch for your consistency and say, oh no, I know this person for real. All right. So some time ago, I don't know that people have noticed in me that I'm a timekeeper. In fact, I keep time when I'm going to parties, just like I'm going to church. And then someone was like, oh, she's not at this meeting at this particular time. She's not coming. Because if she's coming, she would have been here even before the meeting starts. What does that mean? I have been known to be a timekeeper. So what are you known for in that relationship? A lot of things will come in to challenge your consistency. Don't even think that your consistency will not be challenged. Any good thing is challenged. But you know what? If this is who you are, nobody can challenge you out of your nature. So let consistency be your second nature, because God himself cannot even deal with people that are not consistent. The Bible says the one that is doubting is like the wave of the sea, to and fro. What are you going to do with somebody that is not consistent? The person says, I'm coming, the person is going. The person says, sit down, I'm around, the person is far away from you. No, consistent people are people that are known to be who they are over time. Your character, your attitude, your everything they do is unique. You can just know that this is this person's pattern. Okay? And then if you hear people say, oh, I know him, I know her, she's very consistent. Oh, it's a consistency that, makes all the difference. The person just keep doing it and keep doing it. And someone was saying somewhere, and then the person said something and it's true. He said, whatever you keep doing, have a spirit in it. And that spirit ultimately catches up with you. Whatever you do, if it is a positive thing, just know that there is a spirit behind that positive act of yours. And then before you know it, it consumes you. That spirit possesses you. Is it not better that a good spirit possesses us so that we can be doing the right thing? I want to be possessed by a positive spirit of God, yes, so that I will be doing the right thing at the right time at all times. Being known for good, that people will know me and know you for good. In that relationship, they should not know you negatively. I'm not saying be consistent in doing the wrong thing. No, I'm saying be consistent in doing the right thing in that relationship. You know what consistency does? Consistency helps us to build strong emotional bond. It solidifies our foundations. It makes our foundations to be unshakable. It makes us to be stable so that we can plan for the future. If we are not consistent in our relationship, how can we plan? How can we make a move? So that's what I'm saying on this episode. Please try, learn how to be consistent, and do not be tired of being consistent. Like I said earlier, that you are being consistent doesn't mean that you will not be challenged. Number one, distractions will come. Things that will challenge you, to want to try to derail you from being consistent. Because you'll be tried. People will try you to know what you are really made of. Okay? So consistency will be challenged, even in your relationship, even by your spouse, even by the people in relationship with you that are supposed to appreciate your consistency. We challenge you, we test you. But what do? Because this is who you are. You have decided to be in this pattern. I need you to know that distractions will come, but please, you can overcome them. Don't allow distractions to derail you from being consistent. Because as soon as you stop being consistent, I'm sorry, but you are of little value. Because no one can plan with someone that is not consistent. And also, hard times can come. Hard times can come to want to derail you from being consistent. You have been open to your spouse or to whoever you're in relationship with, for example, concerning your finances, and then hard time just knocks at the door, and then you are very secretive with whatever you are doing. That is not who you are. You have always been an open person. Be open with everything that has to do with you. And financial openness is very good, and I recommend it in relationship, because if you are not financially naked before your spouse, for example, I don't know what you are naked with, because your finance is part of who you are. It's part of what you have brought into the relationship. If your spouse knows what you are worth, the person will not make demand of you that is beyond what you can do. Over time, I've discovered that couples that are open with your finances try to have more peace financially. They don't have arguments or misunderstandings concerning financial issues, because they plan with what they have. You understand? And so they carry themselves along. So, it helps us to, be transparent. And then by so doing, you strengthen your bond. So be consistent if you have been transparent in your relationship concerning your finances. Be consistent in that. Don't say, no, I will know what to do. I will hide some. The truth be told, we don't know what happens tomorrow. What if you hide some things and something happens and your spouse does not even know what you have? Total strangers will just have access to what you have. So when you are consistent, your spouse will understand you. And I know that sometimes consistent people can be taken for granted. Like I said, those are the challenges. You will have some challenges to want to shake you to see if this is who you are. But please don't give up. Be consistent in doing what is right, because I know it will pay off at the long run. Okay? So that's what I've just said. Hard times can try to derail us from being consistent. Fight it and remain consistent in that relationship of yours. Also, failures. You just feel you can't deal with failure, fear of failure. I don't want to fail. What if I start this thing and I can't keep up with it? Fear of failure can, want to derail you from being consistent. Fight it. Indiscipline, lack of discipline. Yes. If you are not disciplined, you cannot be consistent. It's true. Inconsistent people cannot go far in life. If you are not consistent, you cannot achieve greatness. Now, when you achieve greatness in your relationship, it will reflect in every other thing that you do. Charity, they say, begins at home. So be consistent and win at your own front, and then you will win outside. Okay? So when you are consistent, you will fight against indiscipline. So one of the things that challenge consistent people is the ability to remain disciplined. So I urge you to please remain disciplined, remain focused, remain determined that this relationship that I find myself, I will continue to be the best version of myself. I will not allow anything to derail me from being consistent. Listen, when you are consistent, it brings a lot of benefits. And number one benefit it brings is that it brings about stability. One benefit of being consistent in that relationship you find yourself is that it brings about stability. You're stable. You can plan with that person in that relationship. With that person in relationship, you can plan with you because the person have come to know you to be a consistent person. A consistent person is like a solid rock on which you can build. All right. So you become a solid rock for that relationship of yours. The person in relationship with you can vouch for you, can plan with you. So one advantage of being consistent is that it gives our relationship stability. It encourages also healthy habits. When you are consistent in doing the right thing, you are able to build healthy habits over time. You just know, oh, this is what I want to do part time. I want to eat a particular way. I want to do exercise. I want to do this. I want to do that. It just helps you, to maintain a pattern. Okay? It helps for you to build a particular pattern of life over time. Okay, so there's stability in your relationship, and then it helps you to change in positive ways, help you to develop healthy habits, so you'll be able to change for the better. When we are consistent, one of the benefits also is that it makes us to have balance in our relationship. Our relationship is balanced. Everyone knows where they stand. No one is, taking unawares. No one is in the dark. Everyone in the relationship knows what this relationship has to offer on both sides. I am consistent in doing what I'm supposed to do rightly. You are consistent in doing what you're supposed to do rightly. So what does it help us to achieve? It helps us to achieve a balanced relationship. Our relationship is balanced. We can plan. We can work together. The Bible says, can two work together except they be agreed? So if you are not consistent in doing what is right in that relationship, you are not in agreement with your partner. And if you are not in agreement with your partner, what can you both achieve together? It's almost impossible for you to achieve anything if you are not consistent in that relationship. So I am appealing to us going forward. Please learn consistency. Pay the price to be consistent. In that relationship of yours, what have you been doing over time that has been working? Keep doing it. Don't get tired. In fact, by the time you keep doing it, you are going to even challenge your spouse to even be more consistent. It's going to be healthy competition. I like healthy competitions. Yes. It's beautiful when you are challenged and inspired by, people in relationship with you to be better. That's some healthy competition. You just want to say, I'm doing it just as I saw you do. I'm doing it. I'm keeping at it. Most times I'm very exercise lazy, I'm telling you, God will help me. To do exercise is a whole lot. And I try. But whenever I see my husband raise up his leg, I will raise up. Whenever he raises up his hand, I will raise up. Every exercise he sees that he's doing, I want to do. What am I doing? I'm just trying to follow him through. Okay, because he's a very consistent person, you see. In everything he does, he keeps at it. He's very focused, he's very dedicated, he's a very diligent man. So I follow him. Whatever he does, I follow him to do. So what am I saying? When you have a consistent spouse or a consistent partner in any relationship you find yourself, the person tends to motivate the other partner to be consistent too. So that your drive will drive the relationship, if I may say, to the permanent site. Is that okay? So, you keep at it, you keep doing it, keep doing what is right. It's not easy. When you start, it's not easy. Like I said, it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes patience. And you know what? You cannot achieve everything at once. Oh, I'm tired. No, don't be tired. Take it one day at a time, doing the right thing, consistently doing the right thing. Is it in parenting? Consistently doing the right thing. Is it in your friendship? Consistently doing the right thing. Is it in your communication pattern? Consistently doing the right thing. Is it in your way of caring for one another, being there for one another? Consistently doing the right thing. Don't do it today and leave it tomorrow. If your pattern is when you wake up in the morning, you love on everybody in your family, don't stop doing it. Be consistent. Let them, expect it. Some people will say, oh, it's my birthday and I was expecting a call in the morning as usual. And your call didn't come. I felt so bad. And I didn't know that someone has been keeping record of how I call people on their birthdays. So I have to be consistent, because when you are consistent, people expect you to be more consistent. People know you to be consistent. They expect you to be more consistent. Are you seeing that? So there is a demand on you to keep at that's your consistency. You can't fail people. Because when you are known to be a consistent individual, people count on you. Yes, they do. And so you cannot afford to fail people. Okay? So your consistency is not just good for you, it's good for everybody around you. You're like the light that everyone is looking for. Shine the path for everybody to, tread on. So don't give up on being consistent, because if you are not consistent, you cannot aim at anything and succeed at it. Inconsistency simply means instability. Somebody that is not stable. Somebody that cannot be taken seriously. But you see, consistent people are diligent people. Consistent people are focused people. Consistent people are determined people. Consistent people are disciplined people. Consistent people are goal getters. So what am I saying on this episode? Please be consistent in doing the right things in your relationship. Keep it going, because consistency creates for us an unshakable foundation. It brings about emotional bonding and unity. It brings about stability in our relationship. It fosters growth also, and it helps us to change for the better and to maintain that change. Whatever change that we want to achieve for the best, for the better in our relationship, consistency will help us to keep at it. Keep doing what you are doing. If you are loving your spouse, keep loving your spouse. Don't stop. Don't stop. If you are being very understanding in that relationship, don't stop. If you are a forgiving person, patient person, don't stop. Don't give up on being good. That's what I'm saying. Don't give up on being good, because even if nobody is telling you, people are watching you. And a time will come, people will point your strength to you and you'll be wondering how that you felt nobody knew. People know. People are seeing you. Even your spouse. Your spouse is silently giving thanks to God for you. You are not aware. Your friends are thanking God for you that at least they have one person. Oh God of mercy. A friend of mine lost a spouse. And she was talking one day and she said, she prayed. I was scared, I tell you the truth. She prayed and she said she was told that it always happens that after all the ceremonies of the burial and so on, before you know it, everybody would have gone and nobody cares about you anymore. People leave you to yourself. But she prayed to God and said, Father, I know that you will not leave me. And also my friend will not leave me. And that's me. She was referring to me. When she told me that, you know what? It put upon my shoulder more responsibility. Now I know that my consistency is not bargainable. I cannot even trade with it. That I have to be consistently there for my friend. I have to be somebody that must be there for her. So anytime she calls me, I'm available. If she calls me in the night, I'm there. In the morning, I'm there. I just want to be consistent with my love for her because she's counting on it. What am I trying to say? People count on consistent people. They become a source of strength to them. People look up to consistent people. Do you understand? They look at them as a support system. You have become a support system because somebody can count on you. A preacher was saying that if you are someone that you don't have anyone that you can call at any particular point in time and they answer you, then you don't have anybody. You think you must be praying and then asking God to give you people that can come to the phone or come to your aid whenever you call. Those people are consistent people. Otherwise, they cannot be available. Consistent people are people that are always available to the people they are committed to. Are you hearing that? Consistent people are people that are always available to the people they are committed to. So who are you committed to? Are you committed to that relationship of yours? And please, when you are consistent, it means that you are careful of how people feel. You are taking note. You are being sensitive about how people feel. Okay, you are respecting people's boundaries. You are also being conscious of your own commitment. When you are committed, you are sensitive. You are not just consistent by being consistent. You are calculatively consistent because you know that people's emotions are involved, you see. So you carry a lot of people even in your consistency. So you can't give up on your consistency. All right. So that's what I'm appealing to us, that please, whatever it is that you have been doing in that relationship of yours, in that friendship of yours, in that family of yours, in that marriage of yours, over time, that has given you peace. People may not understand what is working for you. And you know what? You don't need to explain yourself. Let them think of you any way they like. But is it working for you? Whatever it is that you have been doing, is it working for you? Then keep at it. Your pattern, has it been working for you? Your behavior, has it been working for you? Your character, has it been working for you? Your attitude, has it been working for you? Then keep at it. But if it's not, you can change. But if it's good, keep at it. People may not understand you, but you know what you are gaining from being consistent. So I encourage you, please keep at it. Do not lose focus. Always know that your consistency is of great value to that relationship of yours. And God will help you to keep at it. Because at the end of the day, you will have something to show for that. Of a truth, it pays to be consistent in well-doing. God bless you and God honor you. That's all I have for us on this episode. So please do like this video, share this video, and also subscribe to this channel so we continue to spread this good news. So God bless you until I come your way again. This is me, D, saying thank you and thank you and thank you. Bye.